In this series of recordings, we'll be going through the operation called thread mill. Now, thread mill is used to actually put a thread on holes, and it's very, very helpful on larger holes as well. And it can also be used on putting them on the outside of a stud, such as the one over here. Now, it should be noted that the geometry for the thread mill is the exact same type of geometry that we have for drilling. So let's get started by creating a thread mill operation for this hole here. If we take a look at a hole before we start, you'll see that the hole itself is a 14 millimeter in diameter, and this was designed to be a hole for an M16 by 2. So the major diameter is 16, while the minor diameter is 14 millimeters. So let's get started by going into our operation of thread milling. Now, as I had said before, the geometry is the exact same as in picking a geometry for drill. So I'll just go in and click on this circle here, and I'll get my location for that circle and accept that. Now let's choose a tool. The tool that I choose must be one for thread milling. So when I go to select, you'll note that it only gives me thread milling type tools to create. Now, I've already created one that has a specific shape, with what they call a shaped tool for thread mill. But let's see how we actually do create a regular thread mill tool. I'll load this tool by double clicking on it, and you'll see the following. It shows that it's a thread mill, and next we go through the tool parameters, such as the thread data. We have to choose our standard. The standard I'm going to be choosing is a metric. And when I do that, it gives me the standard table for metric tools. And this particular tool, as I'd mentioned before, is a 16 by 2 threaded hole. Now, it also shows you what the drill preparation should be for that hole. And it also shows you if it's an external thread, what is the cylinder preparation diameter as well. I'll just click on OK. And let's take a look at the tool itself. First, I want to have the cutting diameter at 10 millimeters. Now look what happens when I put it in 10 millimeters. You'll see that the tool disappears. The reason for that is that I'm getting a warning at the bottom showing me that my shoulder diameter must be smaller than this amount. Why must it be smaller? Because it's taken into account the fact that the thread minor diameter may contact this. So therefore, I will have to make my shoulder diameter smaller. So I'm going to make my shoulder diameter smaller, say 7.5 millimeters, and we can see the tool again. Now, let me go back up to number of teeth. Number of teeth actually shows you how many teeth you have on your tool itself. I'm going to put here that I have a total of 4 teeth on my tool. I'm just going to leave my arbor diameter as is. I'm going to leave everything else as is. Now, so that we can see better in simulation, I'm going to actually use the tool that I created using a 2D sketch. And for more information about creating a tool like this, please refer to the recordings on the toolkit. Next, we'll go into our levels. In our levels, we have our upper level, and then we have our depth definition. Now, the depth definition can be given in 2 ways, either by a specified value. Say I can click over here and click on the bottom of the part, or I can give number of teeth. If there's a specification on the blueprint that says how many teeth do I actually need on this thread, I can put down the number of teeth. For example, if I put down 5, then if I go back to value, you'll see that the value changes to 10. In this particular case, I just want to have it at the normal depth definition of down at the bottom, and I may even give it a delta so it goes past the bottom at -1 millimeters. Now, in our next recording, we'll be talking about our technology page.